And
Woo!
oh. Wow. Welcome back to another episode of Convos with Your Mom's Favorites with hosts Mo and Greg. I am Mo.
I'm Greg.
And we are back.
Yeah.
We are back with another episode for who?
The people.
For the people. Uncle G, how are you doing?
All right, dude. How are you?
I am doing great. And you want to know why?
Why?
It's Black History Month.
Yes.
All month.
Yes.
Every month.
This
This is it. This is
it.
the month.
That's it.
Don't say nothing wrong to me.
Not
Don't
at
come
all.
at me sideways. I'm not accepting nothing less than the best for us.
There you
You're not
go.
getting away with nothing on this Black History
Not at
Month.
all. Not at all. Come correct.
You gotta come correct to go home.
Oh, that's it. Or
That's it.
Don't come at all.
Yeah, or not at all, cause
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black.
That's
y'all,
right.
And I'm black,
I
y'all,
am.
And I'm black,
Sure
y'all,
is.
And I'm blacker than black, and I'm black.
I'm
y'all.
black.
I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black. I'm blacker than
I'm
black.
blickety
yo,
black, black,
because
black.
I'm black, and I'm black. Yo, I'm black.
that's right. I am extra black this month. I am blickety black. I actually just went and recently listened to that episode in honor of Black History Month.
Which episode?
Our blackety black episode.
On.
With-
That we
Yeah,
did.
that we did.
I know. I saw.
Yeah.
I saw. I was listening to. I was like, oh God, that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
That was a good
episode, man. If you haven't, go check it out.
Go back and look at that
Go
one.
check it
It was-
out.
it
Blackety
was-
black.
It'll bless you.
It'll bless you. It'll bless you. But man, we are here
Yes, we
to
are.
talk about things and stuff and stuff and
And
things
things and stuff.
and things and stuff. And you don't know what I want to start with?
What will?
I went to the movies over the weekend, right? And I'm trying to do that a lot more than I
Yeah.
did last year.
I'm making a kind of like a late resolution to do the same.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to see more things
Yeah.
in the theater.
Yeah.
And because this going to the movies over the weekend is a perfect reason as to why I need to go to the movies more and see things in theaters rather than watching them at home. Because I went and saw Argyle
Oh, okay.
over the weekend.
Okay, go ahead.
And at first, right, I wasn't really, I was interested in the movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't really trying to go see it in theaters. I was like, I'll wait till it comes out. Like, that was one of those movies I'll wait till it comes out on streaming because it had, like, there were a lot of big names attached to it.
Exactly,
And what
yeah.
can happen a lot of times when big names are attached to films like this is that in an effort to give everyone adequate screen time,
Yeah.
certain scenes are shorter than they need to be. Certain scenes are longer than they need to be. Certain scenes, like the movie just starts to lose what makes it like what would make sense in the film because we're trying to fit all of these big names in the movie. And Argyle was not that.
No?
No, it was not that.
Okay.
Argyle was incredibly funny. It was super clever. It didn't take itself serious.
Okay.
It didn't take itself
Okay.
so serious as an action movie, which I think helped it a lot.
Okay.
It helped it a lot.
Gotcha.
That it just didn't take itself super serious. So you were able to it's one of those, just turn your brain off, sit back, relax, and enjoy. This wild ride of a
See,
movie.
and that's where, and again, sometimes I think that's where the critics mess up.
Yeah.
You know, because again, they did not.
Oh,
like
I
it.
saw.
They did
not
it.
like this movie at all.
They did not like this movie, and I was like, and that kind of like made me nervous about seeing it. I was like, but it looks like it's like a fun movie.
It is incredibly good.
It looks
Do
like
go
it's a
see it.
fun
It
movie.
is a fun movie. There is a mid-credit scene, which is going to be fun.
Okay. Mid credits.
It's
Okay.
a mid-credit scene.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be fun because it ties it to something else, and I won't spoil it.
Okay.
But yeah,
You enjoyed it.
yeah, I definitely
And
did.
if
I
you
definitely
enjoyed
did.
it, I'm sure I
definitely
would
did.
enjoy it because again, it would look like a fun movie. It just looked like a really
Yeah, it
funny.
is.
How was John Cena?
John Cena was great. He wasn't as prominent in this movie.
Yeah.
As the trailers portrayed. So, but he was. I mean, he's John Cena.
Yeah,
Like,
it's John
if
Cena.
we're being honest, he's. I don't have a problem with, and I've mentioned this before, John Cena's turn from wrestling to the movies because he is actually trying to be
good.
good
Yeah.
at this.
And it's interesting because, again, so far he's done like a lot of action and a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see when he finally decides to take a stab at something dramatic.
Something dramatic.
Yeah.
I think he can pull it off.
I don't know. I know he could pull it off.
Yeah.
I believe it's in there for him to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting. I'm really waiting to see what he does with something
And I'm
dramatic.
sure he's probably just waiting for the right script.
The right script. Yeah,
And
the right
the
story.
moment he finds that, then we're gonna get that from him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm waiting. I'm excited about that because I know it's going to be something really interesting
Yeah.
to see.
And he's gonna put, like, I see him finding a movie that's gonna like push him to be like it's gonna push him and like stretch him. Like,
Yep.
It's gonna be one of those, and I think he's gonna kill it.
Yeah, he's going to kill it when it comes.
And he might actually get an Oscar nom from it. Who knows?
Never know.
I mean, with the way they're giving those things out. I'm kidding. I promise y'all, the minute the award season is over, I'll stop throwing jabs at them.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Also, just want to give a quick shout out to Oppenheimer for winning a Grammy for Best Original Score.
Oh, see, I missed
Last night
I didn't know
at the
that.
Grammys.
I watched the Grammys and I missed that.
It was
announcement.
it wasn't.
I know
live.
it
Yeah.
wasn't live, but it would have been on. I must have missed that part where they did at least announce.
Yeah.
That it won.
And shout out to Billie Eilish for winning
Yes.
Best Song, I think.
I think it was best song.
Best Song.
Yeah, because that's the writers one, the one that the writers get. That's for and her and her brother wrote the song.
Yeah. For winning for Best Song
yeah.
for Barbie.
Yeah.
I want to. What's the name of the song?
Oh. I can't think. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. As much as I listen to that song.
Who Was I Made For?
Yeah. What was I made for?
What Was I Made For?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen the video for it?
No,
Oh my God, the video is like, it's like it's really sad.
I mean, the song wasn't.
The song,
the song itself is not
sad.
like. It's a sad song.
My wife we was listening to it because when she did it live, and we was listening. My wife looked at me. She said, "That song is so sad.
It's so sad. It's super sad. It's not like this is not one of those like uplifting.
No,
you're
not.
If you're trying to have a good day, that song's not going to do it for you.
That song is not gonna help.
It's not going to do it for you.
That's gonna be the song that will kind of push you over the edge.
Yeah, that's good.
You might want
like the other that song's going to push you the other way,
Yeah.
and that I don't think anybody wants that.
No.
So
no, that's not the song.
Don't do it. Yeah.
No.
But shout out to her again for winning for best song.
Yeah.
And for the movies winning all the awards.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. But there was something, right, that I did want to talk about because I don't know about you, but I'm tired of it. And I long for the good old days where when a movie was coming out, you didn't know other than the actors that had signed on to it, that did the television interviews and told you they were in this upcoming movie, other than like what you saw in the trailer, that's all we knew going into a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now this spoiler culture that we have where everyone is just like trying to grab the picture first.
And it's interesting because back in the day, studios only released just like you said, those little things, those little snippets of the film. So you didn't really have a lot to go on.
You didn't.
Now they release more content, and then also they release these movies ahead of time so that critics can get it. And so now that the critics have seen it, they see it before you do, and now they've released, and then they got to put spoiler alerts.
Yeah, and that's honestly, right, this whole conversation, I'm not even, for once in my life, I'm not putting this part on the studios, but as like us as fans and
Yeah.
like moviegoers, because
Yeah.
when that was happening, we didn't have a phone that had a 15 times zoom to be able to snap a pic. Like you walk by, like, because how many movies that used to be filmed in New Jersey were filmed in New Jersey and filmed on set locations, and if you didn't hear about it from someone you knew,
Yeah. Yeah.
you didn't know.
Yeah.
And like cameras used to cost like $8 million.
Yeah.
Not saying that they don't still cost like $8 million, but I can capture a crystal clear picture on my phone, upload it, and now everyone in the world knows
Yep.
a crucial plot point
Yep.
from
the movie.
a movie and or show.
Yep. Exactly.
So much so that when it came to Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds had to go out and ask people to stop
Really.
taking pictures of like them on set because they're trying to, you don't want a movie to be like super CGI where they film everything in the studio. So in order to do that, you got to film on set locations. But in order to get that done properly, you need people to not be walking
Yeah.
by and like
And
looking
Yeah. And
to
snapping.
take a picture so that they can say, look guys, look what I got.
Yeah.
And now you're ruining the movie because someone who is like someone who we didn't know was in the film, they saw on a screen, like
Yep.
they were seen on the movie set.
So there are no surprises anymore.
There's no surprises left.
There's no surprises. You don't go to the movie and then something happens. And you're like, oh
my goodness, yeah.
I didn't know so and so was in this movie. Nothing, because it's like at some point it's been released. It's already
been released.
It's already been released and put out there. So you don't get the surprise,
Yeah. Unless it's like the small things, like when Beast showed up in the Marvels.
Yes.
At the end of the Marvels.
Yeah. Yeah. They couldn't have. Nobody could have gotten a picture of
Yeah,
that.
you can't get a picture of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because one, I'm sure that was filmed like
In studio.
In studio.
Yeah. So it was, that was a closed set. I'm sure it was a closed set. So
Yeah.
probably yeah.
But I'm like, bro, why are you trying to just ruin the magic of going to a theater?
Yeah.
Having only seen the trailer put out.
Yeah. My son, he won't watch. He said, I won't. He said, I don't even watch trailers. He said, because they end up giving you too much, and it's too much of an influence on whether or not. He said, because I might just go see the movie based upon the title and who the actors are in it. He said, but then they might and he said they might cut a bad trailer, and now I'm looking at the trailer like, and then not only one trailer, but there are like several trailers.
Yep.
And he said, I don't have to go to the movie. I can just
Go watch the trailer. You're absolutely right. Because now and you're right, this is where we can now go back to dumping on the studios because even they are not leaving as much out.
No, you get like between the time, especially if it's a big movie.
Yeah.
Between the time the movie is finished and in the can and get ready to release, they will release about 3 or 4 trailers.
Yeah, and they used to, like, if there was a surprise cameo, you used to have to go see the movie
In order
to know that something was coming.
Matter of fact, that was even a draw, and they was like, "Oh, you don't want to miss this one because there's a surprise."
Yeah.
And so that,
or it'll be like you'll see someone will look up and you'll see a figure in the background, and not even like a figure, but someone will look up and you can see that they're looking at someone. And you're like, holy crap, who are they looking at?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now I need to go see the movie
Yeah.
because I need to
I
know,
wanna know
who are they looking at.
Exactly.
Who are they looking at? But no, not anymore.
Not anymore.
You look up, you see the figure, and then there's going to be like 85 different pictures of who they're looking at.
Exactly. Or at least if they don't post a picture, it's going to be about 5 or 6 different articles saying exactly who it is.
Exactly who it is.
Yeah.
Or exactly who it isn't.
Yeah.
They'll put out an article, well, based off this point in this timeline, since they're saying they're going based off this comic book, it can't be this person, this person, this person. It can only be this person. Thanks for ruining that for me. Thanks a lot.
How about this? How about I just want to go to the movie
I just want to go to the movies.
and be surprised. And just be surprised.
That's it. Because if I'm honest about it, if I saw a trailer for Saltburn, I wasn't going to see it.
We here because that was the first movie that came to my mind. If I had seen the trailer to Saltburn,
I wouldn't have gone to see it.
I wouldn't have gone to see it.
All that happened was I went to the movies to see something with a friend of mine, and as we were leaving, we saw the billboard for it in the movie theaters, and we were like, "What the heck is that?" And she was like, "I don't know. You want to go see it?" I said, "Sure. Why not?" And then we just went one day and saw it on a whim. Now, after seeing it, I was like, what the heck did I just watch? But again, I saw it because the poster was intriguing enough to me, to make me go to the theaters to see it.
I didn't, and it's interesting you said that because again, the poster it intrigued me because I thought I'm thinking so what is this? Is it a murder mystery or is it a horror film? What is it? What is it? And so I finally did watch it. No, I watched it pretty much on your recommendation.
Yes,
because you had seen it, and so then when it came on Amazon Prime Video,
yeah,
I watched it and I was like, okay, and I can't told you. I called you and I said, dude, I see what you're talking about. I don't know what I just watched, and then the stuff that did surprise me. It was like that was like okay, all right. I was thoroughly surprised. I was like, well, I guess they couldn't have said that in an article.
Yeah, they couldn't have put that in there.
No, they couldn't have put that in.
I mean, they should have.
Yeah, as a warning, just in case you was. Now that didn't even resonate as a type of movie that you might take your kids to. So
but when I did go see it, it did look like there were a lot of college students who had to go see this for a class.
Probably, yeah.
In the theater, they were like, it looked like there were a lot of college students that had to go see this for a class in the theater.
Yeah.
But
and then there probably were a lot of people that probably thought it would be a good date night movie. You know, and that was because they didn't know. Again, what was going to happen? So it probably looked like a good date night movie. Young cast, and
that could have been it too. Because what's
it was a young cast.
The guy's name? He hosted SNL right after that. What's the guy's name? Jacob Elordi. Everyone loves Jacob Elordi, and even Barry Keoghan.
That was the guy who
killed everybody.
Yeah. And you know what? After I finally watched it, when it finally got to that part, that was a good surprise.
Oh, absolutely.
That was a good surprise.
That he had planned this from the very beginning.
This was all planned out and thought. I was like, oh snap, okay. Because again, that surprised me.
Yeah.
So that was a good. That was a good surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But again, had you saw the trailers, that might have been.
Yeah.
Because I still haven't seen the trailers.
No,
and there are certain movies, believe it or not, 9 times out of 10, trailers that I post on the page, I haven't seen. I just see that there's a new trailer, and I need to inform the people that
that this trailer is out.
That this trailer is out.
Yeah.
There was a new trailer for this movie. If you are into those kind of things, cool. I usually am, but again, it can sway me one way or the other as to whether or not I can go see this movie. Now, I saw the teaser trailer for Argyle.
Okay.
But even that, I still went. It was like on a whim. It was like I didn't, because again, I was like, oh, okay, this might be okay. So then I went and saw it. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Now, again, there are a lot of trailers, some of which I wish I remembered now, that came out not last night when I saw it, that I am planning on going to see.
Okay.
For example, Furiosa.
Oh, that's right.
I saw a teaser for it.
I saw the teaser for that.
They showed a full-length trailer, and I am more excited now because Mad Max Fury Road it has climbed the list to being one of my favorite movies of all time.
If it's on, it's iconic.
No matter where it's at.
Yeah, you can sit there and watch it.
I am going to watch that film.
Yeah, that movie has become iconic. I mean, across all barriers of pop culture.
Yes.
You know, that movie has become like iconic, man. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because it was a fantastic film. The fact that they use practical effects over CGI helps because it looks a whole lot more
Oh, yeah,
realistic.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
George Miller's going to do that same thing with Furiosa.
Furiosa.
And it's intriguing now because you get her backstory.
Yes.
Because she was one of the more intriguing characters
Yeah.
in Fury
yeah,
Road.
yeah.
So to like get a peek at her, we getting another peek at Immortan Joe,
Okay.
who
yeah.
I thought was one of the best characters
Yeah.
introduced in like bro and more. Other than the fact that you had all that stuff on because you could not breathe, visually you looked really cool.
Yeah, he looked really cool. Now you're making me want to go watch it again because I haven't seen it in a while.
Like he looked really cool. Like
Oh man.
like I went and bought I was so tempted, bro. I did buy the Immortan Joe Funko Pop based solely off the movie, but then I also found because the guitarist.
Yes.
I was like, bro, because it's always cool when they put like practical things like that in a film. Because like cool action scenes, like they put like some really great music sometimes. So, but you're like, bro, if you think about it, these scenes don't really have music as they're like as you're doing these fast chase scenes. This stuff is just happening.
Yeah. They're putting it in the music
Like
later.
yeah, like not even like later, but like if you think about the story itself, like as for example, like a car chase scene in like Lethal Weapon. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover are in the car and they're talking to each other. There's no music playing behind them
Yeah.
while they're like, if you're like trying to draw you into the film, there's no music playing behind it. But in Mad Max Fury Road, bro had an entire
Yes.
like musical sound system that he traveled with.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, that is just so cool. Even Black Panther did it in the car chase scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
With
Yeah.
not Killmonger, with what's his name?
It wasn't Killmonger.
No, it wasn't Killmonger.
That's with what's her name? What's her name?
Oh my goodness, what's his name?
That you're talking about with Shuri and
Yeah, where Shuri was driving that Claw when they were going
Going
against
after Claw,
when they
yeah.
were going after Claw.
Yeah.
The moment he got in the car, he was like, "Put some music on. What is this?" I'm like, even like jabs like that. Like, thank you for like introducing that this is not like thank you for like noticing that this is something that makes your scene a whole lot cooler.
Yeah, and gets the adrenaline really pumping because it was yeah.
But even with like Furiosa, I haven't seen much other than the articles that have been released about the film and the fact that like who's in it. Like there hasn't been like much in the ways of spoilers based off of that film. Not that I've seen.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Not that I've seen.
A matter of fact, until you just mentioned it, I kind of like had forgotten that that it was done.
Oh, me too. Until I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Like until I saw the trailer
Yeah,
this past weekend, I was like, "Yo, that was great." But then it even helps because my friend who I went to the movies with, she was like, she enjoyed the trailer and she now wants to go see this, and she was like, "Should I watch the other?" I was like, "Oh, absolutely. If you haven't, you definitely
You need to
should
watch
go
that.
see Mad Max immediately."
Yeah. Watch it. Yeah. Go watch that, please. Even if you weren't going to go see this, I would tell you to go watch that.
Yeah. Even, right. Even if you weren't going to see this, you should watch it. You should watch it. For sure.
Watch that.
You should watch it. It's definitely worth it. Anyway, just because. But yeah, you should. But yeah, bro, I'm just like, can we just get back to letting film creators be film creators and not trying to put all of the not trying to spoil everything before the movie comes out.
And again, I get it. I mean, I understand that as studio heads, your job is to make a product. Studio heads aren't thinking about art. They're thinking about making a product and making something that people will put butts in the seats. And so that's that's all they're concerned about. So they will do whatever it is they think they need to do. Sometimes at the not the whim, but at the detriment to the film. They'll go and they'll put out all this content and trying to again generate interest instead of just putting out like back in the day, you got one trailer.
Yeah.
You got per movie, you got one trailer and you based your decision on whether or not, or if you saw the trailer.
Or not.
And here's the thing: with most trailers, you didn't see them; they weren't hammering your head over you. You didn't. There was no YouTube.
No.
There was no internet access, so you couldn't just go on YouTube or any other vehicle and just look at trailers. I mean, you can sit and look at. I mean, because I've done it. I'll go on YouTube and I'll sit there and I'll just look at I'll just 2024 movie trailers and I'll just go through the list.
I am currently subscribed to a YouTube page, and that's all they are.
That's all they do. Trailers.
It's strictly trailers.
Strictly
Like
trailers.
they have like trailers of the week. If multiple trailers come out in a day,
Yep.
here are today's trailers.
Yep.
Like, so I just
So
like, for example, like until Tom Holland opened his mouth and ruined very big details about his role in the Marvel movies, you didn't know a thing about the Marvel movies other than what you got in the trailer.
Nope.
A thing. Those NDAs
Yeah.
were some of the strongest
Stronger
pieces of paper
Yeah.
ever.
Those were ironclad.
Ironclad.
You did not, and nobody violated it.
Nobody.
Nobody violated them.
Until Tom Holland. And I mean, I get it, because by the time he got there, Tom Holland, like, he was a kid like me, because I can't even hold you. You could tell me I can't say nothing, but I'd be like, if I'm excited about this film, I might
Exactly.
slip up.
It's gonna slip
bro,
up. This is a
Especially
kid.
because, bro, I'm Spider-Man. I used to watch Spider-Man, and now I am him.
Spider-Man.
I am him.
How do you keep that silent?
And you want me to not say anything about it?
My good friend of mine, remember, I think it was, which X-Men movie was it? The one where they first showed Colossus.
That was that was X2.
X2.
X-Men United. That was about that
Yeah.
movie's fantastic.
The guy the young man who played Colossus, he was a friend of this guy I worked with. The guy said he used to live in California. He said, oh man, I knew this guy when he was a kid, and he was going into acting, and we knew he was going into acting, and he said we knew he had a role in a Marvel movie, but he couldn't say what the movie was. He couldn't say what character he was playing, or he said so when he finally was able to tell them that it was this movie, he still couldn't tell them who he was playing. He couldn't say nothing. His family didn't know, his friends didn't know. They just knew he was getting up and going to
go into a Marvel set.
Going to a Marvel set. And so when they saw it, he said they were all blown away, because again, and like everybody else who saw the movie for the first time, you had no idea that this was going to happen. And next thing you know, the guy walks out, and next thing he turns and everybody starts screaming,
Because that was one of the coolest scenes ever.
everybody in the theater starts screaming because it was just so unexpected.
Yeah. Like that's what I want to get back to in cinema, the unexpected, bro. Let's just go back to not spoiling things for people, not being so quick to pull out our phone and take a picture. It's kind of like when I worked for SNL, right? Mm-hmm. You know how many people walk through that building that I wanted to pull my phone out and ask for a picture?
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't know how you did it.
Oh, because like while they were prepping us and training us, one of the first things that they drove into our head was act like you've been here before.
Wow.
And I was like, but I haven't been here before.
And
This is in fact my first time here.
there's Megan Thee Stallion walking past me.
Hello. And you expect me to keep calm?
Yeah, I'm supposed to just ignore that? It's
Like I was supposed to just chill out and act like no.
oh, Miss Stallion, is there anything I can help you with?
Right, you know? Like, and I had nothing to do with her because at the time she was one of those people. She was the host. So she was not one of the people who were required to wear a mask. So I had absolutely nothing.
Contact. There was no reason.
No reason at all.
To be in contact with her.
Yes. None at all.
So you couldn't even accidentally.
Right. I couldn't just be like, oh, hey. None of that.
Can I see you for a second?
Yeah.
I got one of these for you. No,
None of that.
There's no reason for that.
But man, it was just, it's difficult.
I don't know
And
how you did it. That would have been difficult for me. It
was difficult.
Because it was like,
and crazy enough, right? Seeing her was great, but I never like lost it internally.
oh man, certain people.
Until I met John Leguizamo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was telling me about that.
When I met John Leguizamo, it took everything I had and then some not to lose my mind. Because for those who don't know, I am a huge John Leguizamo fan. Huge. Ever since The Pest. Ever since I saw him in The Pest, I've been a fan. Like, that movie had me, and I was a fan ever since. And seeing him, I was like, yo, oh my goodness. And I was like, that part was even like crazier because Megan Thee Stallion, I had no reason to contact her. I had to mic him up to go on set.
Oh, so you were actually like right in his face.
Yes, I had every reason to have contact with that man. Oh, I was losing it internally. I was losing it. And then he was like, and like I shook his hand and I was like, ah! Oh my goodness. Like losing it when I met, man. But and also, I got to meet him. I told him I was a huge fan. He was like, thank you. He was like, I really appreciate that. And he also told me I had great bedside manner as, someone who, like, at my job. He was like, you got great bedside manner. I didn't even know you were finished. I was like, thanks. John Leguizamo says I'm good, so no one can tell me otherwise.
My day has been made.
My like it was like, bro,
my day has been made.
Whole week was made. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing after that.
So I'll be running this place next week.
Yeah, like I was
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo thinks I'm good. So if he thinks I'm good,
I'm good.
I'm good.
Good.
Plain and simple. I'm good. But yeah. Stop ruining.
Yeah, so you give too much. You're giving too much with the trailers, man. It's like,
and not even just the trailers. Stop. If you see a movie set, it's okay to just see it, be in the moment, and then leave.
Yeah,
it's like people who go to concerts and pull a phone out, and record segments of the concert. How are you enjoying the concert?
If you got to be doing all that.
If you're taking video the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, I must admit, I am guilty of that. So I am a little hypocritical here. But it was like seconds. It was like moments.
It's exactly. If a few times I've done that at a concert, it's very rare, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's usually just, I'm not standing there during the whole.
You're not. You're not going to see like my whole story just full of the concert. Nah, you're going to catch certain parts, but then eventually I'm putting my phone down to enjoy while I'm here.
So I can enjoy the concert.
So I can enjoy while I'm here.
Yeah.
Same thing for when I went to WrestleMania. Like, it was great. I took pictures. I took video of my favorite moments. But not of all my favorite moments, because I ain't even going to hold you. That WrestleMania, when Kofi Kingston won, I didn't have my phone in my hand because I was jumping out my seat like I was a 5-year-old kid. Like, I was jumping out my seat because I was in the building for my favorite wrestler to win the championship.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't need to record that.
I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
And like, the lady, it was funny. The lady came, like, the people who help get you to your seat. She came because she was like, I thought you were going to fall.
Really?
Because of like just how I was jumping. She was like, I thought you were going to fall. I was like, well, thank you for checking on me, but I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm just a fan
Yeah.
who was really excited because my favorite wrestler, I was here for that moment. Like, that was one of the coolest things, more than any of the pictures or video I took. It's a bit problematic now, but Hulk Hogan has always been one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah.
I got to hear his music live and like sing along I was a real American fighting for the rights of every man. At that same WrestleMania, I got to see Thugonomics John Cena. Now, this current John Cena is cool, but when he walked out with when he used to walk around with the big chain, and like hit one of these, that was my John Cena. I was a huge fan. That intro music hit so. You think you're untouchable. I was a fan. And then when Kofi Kingston won the World Heavyweight Championship, bro, I've been a fan. I was a fan of Kofi Kingston when he was playing a Jamaican. Like he not from he not one.
From
He's one. That's one, right? Two, Kofi Kingston not Jamaican.
He's not?
No, he's African.
Oh, snap. I didn't know that.
There was a whole documentary. Once he won the title, he went back to Africa.
To stay or just
no? He just he was
visit.
Yeah, he was just doing the wrestling tour, and they did they filmed a documentary around it, and that was just cool. But to be there when he won, because I was a fan of him when he was a Jamaican, always.
You thought he was Jamaican.
The very first time that music hit, and I saw him, I said, I like him. I think this kid can go places.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for him, when he joined the New Day.
Yeah.
That was just...
He has had an incredible...
That was just fantastic because I am a big fan of the New Day. Yeah. My dad hates them, but I do not. I am a huge fan. I bought a Booty-O's t-shirt. That's much of a fan.
That's what you had the box.
You said had. I still have
the box.
I still have the box. It's out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I still have that's right. That was part of that's honestly what made me buy the t-shirt. I wanted the Booty-O's box.
Because it was in the box.
Yeah, the t-shirt came in the box. And I was like, okay, I need one of these. I got to have it. The marketing was there. It had me. I love good marketing, and that was fantastic marketing.
Was good marketing.
And you had me because I loved when I got my box of Booty-O's because they make sure you ain't booty. So, they had me. So, to just be there in the moment, it's okay to just be in the moment and to just enjoy what you are seeing.
And enjoy the movie. Enjoy the concert. Enjoy what you're seeing.
Enjoy what you're seeing. You don't have to pull your phone out to record it, to show people and be like, look, I was here. Now, you can indeed take pictures because I did. I took pictures before WrestleMania started to let you know, WrestleMania, I was here. I still have a hat from WrestleMania because you should have seen me. It took me 20 minutes walking around. I think I walked around the entire MetLife.
Wow.
Looking for a concession stand because I needed to purchase something that said I was here on this date at this time.
So what'd you get?
I have a hat that says I was at WrestleMania and it has the date on it.
Okay.
And this cup right here from that WrestleMania.
Okay. All right.
That let people know I was here.
There.
I was at this WrestleMania.
It's a cool cup. It's a cool cup.
This was a good year.
Yeah.
And you want to know why this cup is extra special? Because it was the last it was the last WrestleMania before COVID. It was the last WrestleMania that was one night only.
Wow. Okay.
And to just be there at the last one, that's because the following year, COVID happened and they broke it up into two nights. And it's been 2 nights ever since.
Yep.
So, I was at the last one night WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. It was a long night.
Yeah.
It was a long day because we got there at 4:00. We didn't leave till 12:30.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a long night.
That's brutal. That is brutal.
Oh, it was. It was very brutal. But, we made it through. Yeah. Especially because it was April. And so it wasn't cold initially outside. But that big wind tunnel, by the time WrestleMania was over, it was freezing.
Wow. Yeah.
Freezing by the time WrestleMania was over. Super cold. I'm like, bro, Crazy. And it was the last time WrestleMania had decent prices. Because we were thinking about going to Philly.
Really?
Yeah.
For both nights?
That was what we were looking based off prices. Because we were like, do we want to just do one night? Or do we want to do both nights? That's a lot of wrestling.
That's a lot.
That was a lot of wrestling. But the prices said we're going to watch it together at home. So.
Yeah.
Prices said we're going to, especially because it's in Philly.
Now, do they charge you, now for the 2-nighters, do they charge you per night?
Yeah, you can, I think there's a package for both.
Okay.
But you can buy per night.
Okay. All right.
But it still didn't matter.
No,
it was
the
still
package,
a lot.
That's a lot of money.
And because like that was just for the wrestling. That wasn't including like, because we're going to Philly. Even if we went for both nights or one night, we're not just driving to Philly for we going for like the weekend now. It's a weekend thing.
It's now turned into a weekend trip.
You gotta you gotta get a hotel for the weekend. And I'm spending all of that for wrestling and not including the hotel and food, which is gonna be out the wazoo because it's WrestleMania weekend.
Everything is gonna be jacked up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stay. We're gonna be at home. I'm gonna let you.
You
are more than welcome.
We'll do our usual.
Yeah.
We'll do our usual
WrestleMania party.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fun. But yeah, that was just incredible. I do want to go to another one next time it is at MetLife. I will be there because that was just.
Maybe
it's one thing. The one thing I will say, it's one thing. Like going to a regular wrestling event, like a Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, or like a live event, that's cool. It is nothing compared to the energy of being in the stadium at WrestleMania.
I can imagine. That's got to be. That's got to be be almost crazy.
Yeah. Like the energy in that room. Bless you. The energy in that room, like just in that stadium while it's happening, that's something unlike anything I've ever been a part of before. Yeah. Like that was crazy. And it was like, bro, I went to Raw at the Garden, and the Garden is usually one of the liver audiences. Like there are certain stadiums they go to and it's just like crazy energy. Like you just know the crowd is going to be one of the best things about being there. Raw at the Garden is one of them, and I've been there, but it's like Raw at the Garden and then going to WrestleMania. The WrestleMania energy was like 5 times higher than Raw at the Garden. And it was just crazy. One, because there's more people at MetLife Stadium than can fit in the Garden. So it was just, that was incredible. And shout out to Dre too for the ticket. I got that for my birthday.
Who?
My friend Andre. He gave me he had a ticket. He bought it for his brother. His brother couldn't make it. And instead of selling the ticket, he gave it to me for a birthday gift.
That was a nice gift.
Right?
That was a nice gift.
That put him on the list as one of my favorite people of all. Like, I have a list of my favorite people of all time. He gifted me a ticket to WrestleMania. You're on the list.
You're on the list.
You're on the list. Favorite people of all time.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, wow.
Said you will be at my wedding.
Absolutely. For sure. And you're going to get one of the good seats.
Yeah, you're
going to get a good seat up close.
You will get a prominent seat at my wedding.
At my wedding. Because, yeah. And I probably won't because I'm going to try to keep this, I'm trying to be like Henry VIII. And that, I want to keep that going. Like, when I have a son.
Oh, you talked about that before.
He's going to be Kenneth Lee Harmon III.
Okay.
But I'm going to consider Andre.
Okay.
It won't happen. But yeah, I'll at least be like, well, what about this? Maybe. But it's, yeah. Because, I mean, I say this all the time, right? I can be bought.
Okay.
Like, I can be bought.
Ain't nothing like being honest.
But I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap.
I like that.
And crazy enough,
I gotta use that one.
I can be bought.
I can be bought, but I ain't cheap.
but I'm not cheap. And money won't always do it.
Nope.
Money
Nope.
won't always do it.
Nope. Nope. It's not always gonna be about money.
Yeah, it's not. There won't always be like there won't always be a number attached.
Yeah.
So just honesty, because I say it all the time, and I will continue to say it, especially in this here Black History Month. Black people cannot, never have, and will never make a black movie. But for the right price, you can get me to come in here and say the opposite. For the right price, you can get me to come in here and say the opposite. That it's gonna cost you a lot. But yeah, what else happened? Oh, have you watched, thought about watching, considered watching, did you even know it was out, Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I have that. I'm definitely going to watch it. Is it out yet?
Yes, it is out.
Now, is it a series or
It is a series.
Have they have they released a full series?
Yes, they have released the entire thing.
I will start watching because I was waiting for them to release it.
Yes.
But I have not been on Prime lately, so I didn't know if it was out yet or not.
Yes, it is out.
Okay. How is it?
Honestly, it's really good.
Okay.
I will warn you though, because this is one thing that like hurts people. It is not the movie.
Okay. And that's what I was going to
Yes.
going to ask you.
It is not the movie.
Okay.
It is not the same premise as the movie. Completely different premise from the film.
Okay. And look, and from the quote unquote trailer, I was kind of like picking that up. I was like, this doesn't look like it's like the movie.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is in the fact that it is still funny. There is good chemistry with the lead actors.
Okay.
There is good chemistry because this one is different, and it's not a spoiler. They know they are working for the agency already.
Okay. All right. So that's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference
That's a
already.
Big difference already.
They already know that they are working for an agency,
Okay.
and that like they
And so they already know what each other does.
yes,
Okay.
because it's like they already work for the agency, and they were not married.
Okay.
They are met like it's like they meet each other for the first time on the start of the mission.
Okay.
Like part of the mission is them being married.
Or pretending they're married.
Yes.
Okay.
So that whole thing is different because it's cool because again, it's different in the fact that whereas Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's characters, they were in love, and then you find out that you work for competing agencies.
Yeah.
And so you have to like they already had that romance chemistry.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch them like build that now in this one.
Okay. So it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah, it's a completely different vibe.
Okay.
And it's fun.
Okay.
It's super fun.
But I am definitely going to. Matter of fact, I will probably start that tonight.
Yeah, it's super fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
So far. It's a bit of a slow start, but again, because it's a series and not a movie, they can take their time.
How many episodes?
8.
8 episodes.
They're
Okay.
it's an 8 episode series. Yeah. But it does get like it's a slow build up, but in episode 1, it gets right to the point. Like, and it's just fun to see how they're just like building this whole thing up and like the chemistry between the two. It's a good series. I definitely recommend giving it a shot and giving it a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. I had planned on watching it when I first heard about it. Yeah, I'm a big Donald Glover fan. So I had really planned on, and plus that was all the original was Mr. and Mrs. Smith was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to see what he was going to do with Key, because if I remember, he directed. Did he direct this?
Honestly, I don't know.
I think I think he directed this. So I was definitely intrigued to see what his spin was going to be on it. And so I was definitely interested from the day from when I first heard about it, and I'd been waiting for it to come out.
Yeah, it's out. It's on Amazon Prime Video. It's really good.
Okay.
Yes. No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't direct
It's
it?
Hiro Murai.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But he co-created it.
Okay.
He co-created it. Oh, and Hiro Murai is the guy who did Atlanta.
I was just getting ready to say, I know that name.
Yeah, he did Atlanta with
Okay.
him.
I know.
So
I
they've
know.
they've
that
worked
name.
together before. And now that we've looked, knowing everything I just found out, I get it. It has the tone is very much similar to
Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah.
Which I loved. I loved
Yeah.
that
Oh,
show.
Atlanta was a great
God, I
series,
love
man.
that show.
I missed that show.
I miss it too. Yeah.
I missed that show so
miss it.
much.
I miss it.
One, because it's one of the things I tweet a lot. I just think that Zazie Beetz is just fine as hell. And I tweet that like regularly. Just because she is. And I liked watching that show because I got to see her
all the time.
like all the time.
Yeah.
And you know, it was funny because when the last season was announced, I was like, how am I going to see her? And then just tweet that randomly. Mm-hmm. And like a bunch of people replied to my tweet and was like, bro, you can still just do that. Because now it's a thing that people attach to me, that tweet. So they look for it. So, you know, I even like helped some people out because they didn't know and they didn't believe it. And I'm like, bro, Zazie Beetz, sis is fine. And everything. Always. Like on a regular day, Zazie Beetz is just fine. Like, you know.
Yeah. She's in. Well, you'll be seeing her soon. I guess she's in the new Joker movie. If I'm that. Didn't she played in?
She was in the first one.
She was in the first. No, she's in this one too.
Oh, she's reprising her role?
Yes. Yep. She's in this one. They're bringing back, I believe most of the cast that live.
I still don't know how I feel about that movie being a musical now, but
Oh yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
I
Luckily,
think they picked a perfect person for it to be a musical.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's Lady Gaga.
It's Lady Gaga.
It's Lady Gaga. Like, she's got pipes.
Yeah, she can.
She got pipes. Like,
I don't know if I don't know if I want to hear him sing.
yeah, I don't know if Joaquin Phoenix has a voice.
I don't know if he has a voice, and I don't know if he doesn't. I don't know if I want to hear him sing.
Yeah. I hope he, get your rap on or something.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't do that. Because every time I think about that, I think about did you watch The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Okay, Aquafina. Oh my God.
There are very few people who I do not like.
Yeah.
She is one of them.
Yeah. I am not.
I'm
not a fan.
stand Aquafina.
Oh my goodness.
I am already looking at Kung Fu Panda 4
She's in.
sideways because she is his apprentice.
So that means she's got a big part.
Yes.
See, I am not. I am not a fan. I'm just.
I'm not a fan of hers. Like, really not
She
a
is
fan of hers.
Annoying.
Super annoying.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I was not a fan of hers.
She was one of the reasons why I did not. Again, another one of the reasons that I did not like Shang-Chi, because she was such a prominent part. I was like, out of all the people they could have got to play that. I don't think you're funny. I don't think she's funny. I don't think she's funny. Yeah. But then I was still going back to the rap that she does in the Little Mermaid. That's the cringy.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's cringy.
Like, that movie was bad,
Yeah.
but not because of Halle Bailey.
No. It was
That movie
because
was
of the other
bad
stuff.
because of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Because the lack of soul in that movie.
Yeah. Was that it?
Yes. Under the Sea is one of the most soulful, powerful songs ever. And that was not there in that song. Kiss the Girl is one of the most soulful, powerful scenes in The Little Mermaid. And it just doesn't have the same passion and fire in it. Like,
Well, they had to tone that down.
they didn't, but they did tone it down. They didn't have to tone it down.
Yeah,
but they
did,
toned it down.
because they were saying there were complaints that that was like him forcing himself on the girl.
It wasn't.
I was like, what? I was like, you people are reading too much. Y'all are reading too much into this song. I said, why do you want to tamper with that?
It was a crab and a seagull using other sea creatures to set the mood to make the kiss happy. At the end of the day, it was a crab and a seagull playing wingman to help their girl get the dude.
Get the dude.
It was to help that girl get the dude. He had nothing to do with that scene. It was all them.
They were encouraging him to kiss her.
Yes. It was like, bro, you want to kiss her.
But here's the thing. But she wanted it.
She wanted the kiss.
She wanted the
The
kiss.
whole movie happened because she wanted the kiss.
And
If she didn't want him, this movie does not take place.
They changed the lyrics of that song because they didn't,
I saw. I heard it.
because they didn't want it to seem as like, oh well, yeah, they didn't want little girls to think that you gotta give in and kiss.
Boo. Boo.
But it wasn't like he mauled her on the
Right.
screen or anything. It was a romantic thing.
And at the end of the day, guess what didn't happen in that scene?
He didn't kiss her.
He didn't kiss her.
He didn't kiss her.
Because if he kissed her, she would have got her voice back. He didn't kiss her because the eels that were working for Ursula flipped the boat. And for whatever reason, that just always ruins the moment in movies. I'd be like, bro, I promise you, if I want to kiss you before the boat flipped over, the boat flipping over ain't gonna change me wanting
that.
to kiss you. I promise you it's not. It's not gonna change that moment.
It is not good. No.
I'll be like, Dad, this boat done flipped over. Let's flip this back over.
Yeah,
Let's get back in
back
it.
in.
And if anything, the boat flipping over is helping me because now you done flipped into the cold water and you cold. Now I gotta put my arm around you. Keep you warm, keep you from getting cold. And now that's just it's gonna help me out because now I'm getting a little close. I might whisper a little something in your ear. Mm-hmm. You might want to kiss me too now.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to kiss me too now.
All of this is just helping.
It's helping. It's helping. And at the end of the day, it's helping her, not him.
Exactly.
Because she wanted him.
But they tampered, and they just did so many crazy things.
And speaking of tampering,
yeah.
Netflix is doing that. And the more I find out, the more I don't want to watch this show.
Which one?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
What are they doing to it? Because I had wanted to see it.
No, I really want to see it because they were fixing all of the things
that they got wrong.
That M. Night Shyamalan got wrong in the film.
Yeah.
They were fixing it. And I was cool with that. And I was happy.
Yeah.
And I was excited.
And
then it came out that one of the characters, Sokka, is not going to be sexist as he was in the cartoon.
Why?
Because that doesn't translate well from the cartoon apparently to the Netflix series. And I said, so when Sokka ends the show learning to change his sexist ways and to become a better human being, what's his motivation now? If he's not, because Sokka was definitely sexist for a majority of this show. But if you watched the show,
he evolves.
And he learns that, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have felt this way. Maybe I shouldn't have thought like this. Maybe I shouldn't be this way. And he evolves and he changes for the better. Why are you robbing him of that?
Why wouldn't you want to show that? Or and allow the actor to portray that and then to get that out.
To show his growth. That is more prevalent now than it was in the cartoon.
Yep. I agree. I totally agree.
That is definitely something that should be explored and studied in this show.
Exactly. It should
be. Bro, it is possible. Like, it is, you are, the person was, it is possible for someone to be sexist and to grow and to change and to change their ways for the better and to realize I was wrong and I've been wrong this entire time and I need to change. You're robbing him of his growth and showing that, because then what is his motivation?
They'll probably
from the series?
Well, I guess they probably would just won't make him sexist at all. They'll probably have.
So what's his motivation?
Exactly.
He's just going to become like another nameless character that's going to be easy to forget. And then Aang was one of the silliest, stupidest people on the show. The main character, the Avatar. He never really cared about, like, he knew he had something to do. But like most people who are burdened with glorious purpose,
Yeah.
he avoided the heck out of it.
Yeah, he ran.
He ran from that
it.
thing until
Yeah.
he couldn't run
anymore.
no more. They're taking that from him. He's not going to be as playful.
Okay, all right. See, I was. So here's the thing: you're remaking this movie because to fix all the things that M Night got wrong.
Yeah.
And so but then you're doing the same thing he did.
Hello. And trying to fix what he did, you're breaking other
breaking
things
other
that were
things
perfectly
that
fine.
were okay.
Perfectly fine.
That is insane. That's crazy. Because I initially, after seeing one of the trailers, I was excited. I said, "Oh God, this is like it's gonna be really good."
Because they finally got the accurate looking bending, it's not, they don't look as stiff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you got actual correct cultures and races to play characters. Like, you didn't just, like, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I was, but now that you're telling me that, I'm like, come on.
I'm like, bro, the more that comes out about this series makes me not want to watch it at all. And
that'll work for people who did not watch the cartoon. But for people who are diehard fans of the cartoon, that's going to turn them, that's going to turn them off. That's gonna be a major turn off.
I'm not here for it.
That you're manipulating stuff because of, what do you want to call it? Political correctness, or just some stuff you just need to leave alone.
Just leave it alone.
Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Here's the thing. Like you said, that would have been a good thing to explore. The fact that he evolves.
Yes.
He shows that a person can change.
Another thing, like, bro, the fact that Aang is always running from responsibility, you know how many responsibilities I have right now that I leave on the back burner until until the fire alarms are going off and I see smoke. It's a part of everyday life. It's a part of everyday struggle. It is a part of what people go through. It is a part of the human experience, and you are robbing us of that because it might temporarily be offensive.
He was a kid, and he knew, and he's being given all this responsibility, and so you would expect it. And my thing is like, if you have kids, just try to tell them, oh, you've got destiny on you, and you start telling them crazy stuff like that, they're gonna look at you like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go and
I'm gonna go play with my toys. I'm gonna go play with these action figures over here. You can have that destiny.
You get destiny stuff.
Yeah, you keep that destiny.
That destiny stuff. Stop saying that. They're looking at you like, stop saying that. Stop.
Bro, like, the only person who ever embraced the glorious purpose that they were given is the one who coined the phrase burdened with glorious purpose.
Oh, Loki.
The only one who had...
I kept trying to remember, all right, where's that from? Okay,
like, the only person who was like,
Loki.
I am burdened with glorious purpose, who knew that they were meant for bigger and better things and embraced it, was Loki. Every other person ever in history was like, fam, keep that over there. I'm going to go this way because I want nothing to do with that over there.
Said, my glorious purpose is to avoid all of that.
All of that.
It's like,
It's just like, nah, I'm not here for this.
I'm not going to run to it. It's going to have to chase me down.
It's going to have to chase me down.
It's going to have to, the glorious purpose is going to have to chase me down. I'm not running to it. I'm not getting up in the morning. I am here because I have glorious purpose.
I have glorious purpose.
I'm like, nope.
Like, you wake up and you be like, I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just go get
could-
this.
I could tell you stories.
Hello.
It's like
Saying.
I will prove to you that I don't have glorious.
But like you want, but like it ain't me.
Follow me around.
me.
Follow me around long
Follow
enough.
me. I'll show you. Glorious purpose.
I can show you better than I can tell you.
Hello. But yeah, man, I am less. The more I read,
Yeah. Nah.
the less excited
Yeah.
I get for this series.
Oh no. Why are you trying again? All right. Nah, I'm done. No.
Yeah, man.
I'm done. I'll wait until they actually show it, and I'll watch it, and I'll see.
Yeah, I'll watch it. No,
Yeah, and I'll
see.
watch it, and I'll see what they do with it.
But again, I'm not looking forward to it. I
Nah,
will tell you
not
that
if they're
right
doing,
now.
not if they're doing stuff like that.
I am not looking forward to it. But yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, this was good.
This is a
This
good
was
place.
good. This was
We
good.
can stop here with this. Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month, indeed.
We up.
Yeah,
We black.
that's right.
We black.
Did you hear?
There's nothing like being black.
I think I copied the article. Didn't read it yet. AMC is, I think, for Black History Month is putting black films back in the movies at like $5.
Oh, that's great. I think it should be more than that, but
Yeah.
I think it should be more. I'll pay full price ticket to go see a black movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again,
As it should. I'm here for it.
Keep your eyes out for that.
Absolutely.
Keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes out for that. Again, we're making strides in cinema. Still not as much as we need to, but a little bit better than it's been.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Because I love being black.
Oh yeah.
It's a little scary.
Love our Lena. We have great stories.
Great stories. Great stories.
We have great stories. You know.
And
And every year somebody will do a film that will teach me something that I didn't know about my own history, and that which is crazy. But again, it just shows you just how our history has been suppressed.
I was about to say that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
That's a whole
Nother rabbit hole that we could go down. We'd be here for a whole nother hour.
Yeah, just like the one that's on Netflix now with Coleman Domingo.
Yes.
Yeah, have you watched that yet?
No, not yet.
Oh my God, that is such a great
Not yet.
movie, because again it tells
Rustin is what we're talking about. Rustin,
and because it tells the story.
which he's nominated for, and I'm
Yeah,
rooting for him for.
yeah, me too. He's which tells the story of the march on Washington, Martin Luther King's march, but from a different perspective. Because every time they would talk about it when I was growing up, even as they taught it in school, you never heard about him. But if it wasn't for him, Rustin,
Yeah,
the march
would have never happened.
would have never happened. Yeah. They make it sound like it was all King's idea, his motivation, and he put it all together and everything. Oh, it wasn't.
Listen, I'm telling you, the more you learn about Black history, bro, because
yeah.
when I found out that Rosa Parks wasn't the first person to not move, that blew my mind. I said, excuse me?
Yep.
She wasn't the first person? But that's what she known for. She wasn't even first.
Matter of fact, there is a part in this movie,
That talks about that?
and until you just mentioned that, I hadn't thought about it. There's a part in this movie that's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I was blown away.
It's gonna blow your mind.
But yeah, so in this Black History Month, go watch a black movie today.
Oh, please.
Go watch a black TV show today
Yeah.
that stars
a documentary.
a film that stars, that is directed by, that is produced by, that is made by, that is built by. Go watch a black film, TV show, documentary, anything today.
Because they've already started the one on National Geographic about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yes, that limited series has started. There's a new documentary, I believe it's on Hulu or HBO Max, about Run DMC.
Yes, yes.
Any streaming service you
Yes.
go to,
They
there is
have
a Black History collection.
That's it.
Like set up. There's a black collection set up.
Guarantee-
So just go there,
And find something.
find something, pick
Guarantee.
anything. Because again, we don't make bad films, so you will not be disappointed
You will not.
in anything you click on.
Or if you're the person that doesn't like fictional films. Again, watch the documentary. Again, I would recommend on Max, I Am Not Your Negro.
Yes.
Great documentary.
Yes.
So if that's more your
Your speed, go for it.
But we do it all.
We do it all. So support the black arts.
Yeah.
Like this here podcast.
That's it. We do it all. And we talk about it all right here.
Absolutely. So again, happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
And until the next one,
Yeah.
we out.
Peace.